What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your old pal CHH here. I've got a really cool video today. I have got one of the coolest Halloween VHS collections you'll ever see. I've got my friend Michael with me today. Michael, what's going on, man?
Not much. How's it going?
It's going good. Now, Mike, tell me this. You were one of the OG horror YouTubers. Back in the day, I used to watch your videos. You had a dinner table with a Halloween drape over it or whatever, like tablecloth over it, and you would just show off these incredible releases. And then your channel went down and you disappeared for years.
Yeah. I definitely used to do that back in the day, and I probably was one of the first to kind of go on YouTube and show my VHS and my laser discs and other formats and stuff like that. But yeah, I just kind of had some changes going on in my life at the time, and I ended up selling most of that stuff. But now, the past couple of years, I've been back into it because to be honest, I really miss collecting, and I just kind of knew where to find everything. So why not, right?
Hell yeah. And your collection was incredible, man. I remember a lot of people were watching your videos back then, and you had one of those channels I would frequent all the time because they were comfort videos.
I mean, I feel like I spent a lot of time's been invested in researching the different countries and formats and stuff like that, and I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable, so I do like to kind of share that information.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I remember you hit me up a while ago, and I'm always doing 1,000 things at once. So I'm sorry we're just now getting to do this, but I remember you told me, like, hey, you remember that Japanese Halloween 3 laser disc you got on eBay? And I was like, yeah, that was me. And it's just so crazy, the 6 degrees of separation that back in the day, I still have it. That beautiful Japanese Halloween 3 laser disc.
That's a good one for sure.
I'll pull up a picture of it for the audience to see right now. But yeah, I remember when it went on eBay. I didn't know it was you. My wife, I wasn't at the house at the time, but my wife was like, Christian, get on eBay right now. That Japanese Halloween 3 laser disc that you like, it's on there. And I knew about it from your videos, and lo and behold, I bought your laser disc. So it's in a good home still.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that another good collector got it, you know what I mean? But
life is crazy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So you've gotten back into it, and you showed me some pictures the other day, and it already looks pretty crazy how many wild releases you have. And are you still Halloween 1 through 6 like you were?
Yeah. I mean, I got a couple. I think I might have one H2O that somebody maybe like it came with a lot or something like that. But I just 1 through 6, and it's mainly 1 through 5 now. I'm not really cutting the 6 too much. I mean, I think I have the Japanese one. That's probably my favorite one for Halloween 6.
Why 1 through 6? Is it the ones you like, or?
Yeah, those are the ones I like, and those are the ones I kind of grew up on. I think, when I was really, really little, I probably saw Halloween 1, first, like on TV here and there. But, I was too young to really understand what it was. And then, like, later on, I think, back in the day when they used to have, like, the illegal, box where you could get stuff. I remember watching Halloween 6 on that, and that kind of got me all back into it. Like, when it first came, it's probably like at some point in 95 or 96, because it came out in 95.
Right.
But I don't know, when it was on pay-per-view or whatever. It's probably around that time.
Well, man, I'm excited to see how much your collection has. I mean, where are you at? How do you feel about your collection right now? Are you where you want to be, or?
No, I mean, I feel like for the most part, I feel like very confident with Halloween 1 VHSs. I feel like I have the best of the best for the most part. Halloween 2, I feel like, I have some now I didn't have before, but there's a couple key ones I sold that I'm probably never going to see again. Halloween 3, I feel like I got the best ones you can have for the most part. Halloween 4 and 5 and 6 probably need a little bit of work, but the 1 through 3, I'm pretty content with 1 through 3 right now for the most part.
Awesome. Well, man, if you're ready, I know the audience is chomping at the bit because I'm sure I titled this something like the best Halloween VHS collection you've ever seen. I say we jump into it, man. I want you to tell me the story on whichever ones you want to tell me the story of. I'm sure I'm going to ask questions because I'm a nosy son of a bitch.
All right, so we're kind of starting off here.
Holy shit. Look at this. All right. Damn. Okay, so what are we looking at right here? This big, beautiful black media.
It's
one.
it's the second release from Finland. Actually, it's a really nice one with the media on there for sure.
And whatever kind of details you can give me, because I know the audience will want to know everything. Is there a
Oh,
year it was released? Are the tapes different colors? That sort of thing.
yeah, most of the tapes are pretty much the same. Pretty much all the overseas ones, they're early '80s. Like typically, I would say '82 to '85, even if it's like a first release, probably. Usually, like the only countries that maybe came out in '79 or '80 is probably like Australia and UK, because they're probably the closest to being similar to America, basically.
All right.
And then back here is kind of hidden, but this one's from Norway. It's the second release, but I think it's cooler than the first release because I've never seen the first release available. It's that rare.
Let's see the backside of that one.
Sure.
Okay, so this is Halloween 6 or
No, it's Halloween. This is a Halloween Norwegian first release, or not first release, but it's the for the first movie. But typically, in a lot of the overseas ones, on the back you'll see pictures from other Halloween movies, or maybe maybe even movies that aren't even Halloween. And as we dive a little deeper, I'll show you some more. I guess you could say they're errors.
because I was going to say, so looking at this, I'm seeing 1989 on the date, the copyright date right there, and that's got to
Yeah.
be Loomis from Halloween 5 on the back, on the top right.
Yeah, it probably is because you can tell he's a bit older, and if it's not from Halloween 5, it's probably from that time frame when he
That's
kind of had that
incredible.
look. So that's probably what you're seeing on that one. But both of those aren't like the rarest ever, but I mean they're not common.
All right, what about this one right here with the
This one's
sideways pumpkin?
it's from Poland.
Oh
It's
my god.
it's pretty rare. I mean, it's not like impossible to find, but I mean, I've probably seen 3 or 4 of these over the years. Keep in mind, I've been looking for these for about over 20 years, give or take.
Can we
And
see the
then,
backside of that one too? If you don't mind,
sure,
I'm sure
yeah,
they're going to
sure,
want to see the backsides of all of them, man.
because I always seal them. I don't know if it's easy to see. This one's got some actually pretty cool pictures on it, honestly, in the back of this. It's got Tommy Doyle, which is
Yeah.
kind of unusual for the back of the VHS. I don't think I ever really looked at the back of this one, honestly.
Yeah. Wow.
Put this back up. I'll put it right here so we got room to look. And then this
Awesome.
next one's the Korean.
Gold star. Look at that.
Yeah. And it's really, I like how it's got the text on the knife.
Oh yeah.
And then the back of this, pretty basic. I'm pretty sure that's what the back of like the regular, I think the 81 media has for USA. It's got those similar pictures on the back of it.
All right. Wow.
And then this is our, go ahead.
Is that like the original case for it too? That yellow clam shell for it?
Probably. Some of them do, some of them don't. I think it is, but I'd have to unseal it to be sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I like the yellow. It looks unique. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, look at this one.
Yeah, this is it's funny, like in Sweden, there's like a lot of X rental releases for Halloween, the first one, and this is probably like I think it's like the third or fourth release, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. It's like an older, like it's like a mid-'80s release, I'm pretty sure. It's a Walther's video. And this is like in Sweden. I think this one's harder to find than the first release, actually.
Look at the colors on that. I love it.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool one too. And then this one's actually from Sweden too. The next one, again, it's a later release than the one I just showed you. So it's like 4 or 5. There's a lot of releases for sure. And that might be a sample video. See that text right there? That almost looks like it was like a sample, maybe like to rental stores, like a test shot, basically.
Oh my god. Yeah, that one's wild looking.
And then this is French. It's the second release. I do have the French release, but it's kind of like packed, or the first release of this, but it's like kind of packed away, but it looks almost exactly the same. The only difference really, that Warner Brothers logo just says Warner. It's an older, looks like that on it, whereas this one's got but this is, the French ones are got a lot of text, just got a picture of his hand, and then
looks like a newspaper back there.
Yeah. And that says 86. I don't know if you can see the date on this
Yeah,
one.
86. So let me ask you so far. I mean, these are incredible. Some of these I've never even seen before. Is it like some kind of secret? And if you don't want to divulge, I completely understand.
No, that's fine.
Is it like a secret market where you got to find these, or is it 24-hour a day job just keeping your eyes peeled for
It
these kind of
used to
things?
be a 24-hour day, not 24 hours, but I used to spend 2 or 3 hours a day searching for things back in the early 2000s. But I mean, there's a lot of Facebook groups for particular countries of VHS collectors. Like, and I knew, from doing it for so long, I know a lot of the collectors, and I know a lot of, I have a lot of connections, I guess you could say.
Fair enough. Oh, I bet you have, especially being involved in this as
And
long as you have.
and a lot of the people I sold my really rare tapes, I remember them and I contacted them, and some of them, were into other things, and I bought them a lot of my favorite tapes back, honestly.
Excellent. Well, that's great, man. Now this next one is interesting because what is that image?
It's the German poster. I mean, the German poster for Halloween looks the same, but this is what the first release from Germany looks. So this one's like pretty much mint condition on this one, and the case is original on this one. I've opened up this one before, and it's just a newspaper on the back of this one.
Yeah.
But the first release, I'm trying to see if I see the date. It's kind of 82 is when the first release came out in Germany.
Look at that cover.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, these are available. Like you can go on eBay and find these. It probably runs about 150 for a good condition one, maybe more, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you've probably seen this one. This is I believe it's the second Japanese release. It's a little, I mean, it's probably about the same rareness as the regular one. I don't have the regular one currently, but I mean, I see these kind of go for all over the board. I guess about 100 to 250 on this one, but it's definitely got a unique image.
Oh, yeah.
Do you got the laser disc for this one?
No, the only Japanese I have is Halloween 6 and Halloween 3. But I've gotten close to getting that Laserdisc cover with that Japanese one, but it never panned out. I lost the bid on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a nice one to have. But yeah, the laser discs are a lot more expensive now than when I collected. They're expensive for sure. Very expensive. And then this right here, this actually got a local toy shop. I thought it was really cool. It's a giant VHS carton for Friday the 13th Part 7.
Is it? Whoa, hold on. A giant VHS?
Yeah, it's like a display promo. They used to have it in video stores. I've probably only seen 2 or 3 of these available over the years.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, so that's a pretty cool one. They had it. I bargained with them at the toy shop, and they let it go, and I think it's covered up by the other ones. But they actually have horror guests at the toy store, and Kane Hodder was there, and he signed it.
Oh my God! What did he say when he saw that?
I wasn't there. They had it signed because they always had like a lot of guests there. Like they had Jim Winburn there before he died too. Like right before it was like one of his last appearances.
No kidding.
Yeah, but
holy crap!
And then above is just the common. They're still cool though. The reaction Halloween too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Do you want to? I'll take a look at the posters after. We'll continue doing this. This is
yeah. Holy smokes!
Yeah, this is the best worldwide Halloween to have. Probably, I used to have 2 of these. I wouldn't say it's the rarest Halloween one, but the cover art and everything together kind of makes it the most sought after. There's probably less than 10 of these out there though. Like I've seen under 10, I'd say, in about 20 years.
Incredible. Now, who all signed this? Tell me who signed this.
I got it signed it was 2008, whatever year anniversary that was for the Halloween convention in Pasadena, 30th. California. It was the 30th. And I think I got John Carpenter signed it at a different convention in Florida. Charles Cyphers, PJ Souls, Nancy Loomis, Tommy Lee Wallace. I wanted to get Nick Castle, but I never got like a chance. Back then, he wouldn't sign anything. He was like, wasn't familiar with signing. He was just he wasn't even a guest. He was just there hanging out with Tommy Lee Wallace at the time. So, you want to see did I show the back? No, I didn't. The back of this is real cool too.
Oh my God, man, that's taking the cake so far.
Yeah, it's definitely. Nothing's gonna beat it. I don't think. In rarity, yeah, it'll get beaten, but it's the best one to have. And then we got the This is the first Swedish release. It's they call it the other nickname for it's the rainbow release, but this is what the first release looks like. And this is probably I kind of have in order as my second favorite one.
Wow.
And that's
God, I've
kind of
never seen this before.
yeah. They're never available. If somebody has them, it's like gone in a second. Like
Oh my
I
God.
think somebody told me once it was on eBay once, maybe 10 years ago, and that was it. Because I didn't get mine off eBay. It was through a private collector. Even back in the day, I think I spent like 150 on it. Back when the VHS weren't expensive yet.
Incredible. Look at this.
And then the next one's got like a different taste. The Finnish first release, also a
Right.
rainbow. And I mean, it's really just different text. The back of it's exactly the same, so I won't show the back on that one. And then moving along is the Swedish. This is the second release of the Swedish one.
Oh man.
And that's a real cool one too. It's pretty cool. That's kind of got. I think it's the same image, but it's enlarged.
This is blowing my mind. I never seen these. I don't think you had these back in the day, did you?
I did. I had them. These three are all my old copies, actually. I bought it back from the same guy. I sold it to him when I sold everything, and he still had them. And we put something together, and that's about it. Okay. But this one's in way better condition than the one I used to have. This one's different.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a good one. And then I've only seen two of these have ever popped up ever. It's with the backwards image. It's the second release from South Africa.
The horror collection.
Yeah, and it says, "Don't watch this one alone."
Ha! Look at that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a date on this one, but you can tell by looking at it. It's like late '80s or early '90s, but it's the second release, and it's a rare one. And then this one, the same thing. Only 2 copies have ever surfaced, as far as I know. It's a Canadian Astro Beta.
Canadian Astro Beta.
Yeah. And it's got the first novel image on it. I mean, this is the back, but I display the back as the front because the front's a bit faded and the back's way better. I mean, this is just something that's not.
No, that looks like it looks like it was straight up black and white. Was it, or was it actually orange on the front?
No, I think this is faded. I'm pretty sure this is faded, but I've only seen one other copy and it was in better condition, but I wasn't gonna pass on this one because the Astrals all kind of got like I guess like a rooster. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see the rooster.
Yeah, that's kind of what they had back then. And I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna go into Halloween 2. That's my favorite Halloween 2. It's the first release from Germany, and it's heavy. It's called a glass box, and it's actually very heavy. And I just like the green and everything on it. Let's see if I can take a look at the back. It's always been my favorite one. It's got some pretty cool imagery on this one too.
I see the nurse there and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And as you can see, I don't think I'm gonna have time to show like everything back there, but I got ones behind there too. But they're all like they're not as nice as the ones I'm showing. So
that's if the people really like this, and I think they will, and they say,
we can do a part 2.
We can do a part 2.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we could do a part 2. But then this is the only known Mexican Halloween 2 VHS where it's not cut. There's a couple other I've seen where it's like cut in a clamshell. This one hasn't been cut at all. So,
was that a common practice over there to put them in clamshells?
I mean, I think everybody did that everywhere back in the day. But I mean, I guess in Mexico maybe more with this release. But if you can really see, it's kind of a glare. But that's the back of that one.
Hallway. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And then this one here is the Finnish.
That looks like the book.
It's kind of like a second or third release, I'm pretty sure. But there's the first Finnish release. I got it on the bottom, but this is more rare. And this is normally something that's cut. I was really happy with the condition when I got this because the one I used to have was cut in a clamshell. This one's not. And it's got a cool back on it too. But again, it's kind of cool to put these two together because if you think about it. Hold on, let me try to get this set up. Those are the 2 novel.
I know. My God.
It's kind of cool to see those together.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then moving along, I got there's like only 3 copies known out there or something. That's the Portuguese Halloween 2 X rental. It's like
Look
the
how
first.
big the pumpkin is on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
That's what I was gonna say. It's out of all of the ones I have, it's by far the biggest. So
I love that skeleton pumpkin. I'm assuming
yeah,
you
it's
do
my.
too.
You got the shirt on, so you're ready for it.
Hell yeah, brother. Is that your favorite Halloween too? Still
Yeah,
to this
Halloween
day?
2. Yeah, that's my favorite one to this day. I think like I was pretty partial to Halloween 2 and 5 when I was a kid for
Yeah.
whatever reason. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna pull this one out
Go
because
ahead.
it's like so weird looking. This is a Korean second release. It looks like it has nothing to do with Halloween 2 other than if you see the pumpkin at
The
the
pumpkin
bottom.
down there. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, it looks like 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 an early 2000s horror movie like The Grudge or something like that. By looking at
Yeah, it looks like a new metal record from
yeah,
2001.
or something. The back's really weird on it too.
Look at that. Reminds me of the Good Times DVDs or
Yeah,
something.
and then this is something I did not have before too. It's the Norwegian first release. It's very rare. It's probably other than maybe people in Norway that don't sell their VHS. It's probably the only one I've seen ever available.
It's a big ass clamshell.
Yeah, it's a big one too.
Good God.
Because when I used to collect it, this was one I could never find.
What does it say? Marion Home Video?
Yeah, Marianne Home Video. I think
Marianne Home Video.
part 2 for Sweden. I'll just pull that out now because it's very similar. The Norwegian one's way rarer and way more available. The Swedish part 2 is not really like it's not uncommon. Like I could find it for about like $30 to $50 if I really tried. Yeah,
amazing.
But it's a nice one. They're very similar right here. And then
beautiful.
The back of this one, I think it's the same, isn't it? Pretty much, other than the text. Yeah, other than the text, it's pretty much the same thing. So then we're gonna move to this one. This is another one I'd never had before. I've probably only seen like 3 or 4 of these available. It's a Halloween Korean.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
so looks like an action film.
It does. One of my friends was discussing with me. Actually, there was a poster for an action movie, I think, and they took this image of the car exploding, and somebody painted it for the poster, and like in a foreign movie overseas.
Gotta be kidding me! Look at this. What do we got back here? We got the charred kid. Is that
that seems to be popular in a lot of these, doesn't it?
what was Tramer, right? Ben Tramer, that's him.
Yeah, Ben Tramer. Yeah, we got Brackett and Loomis, the car explosion, Lori, and the nurse team.
Man, this is something else.
Yeah, these are all pretty cool ones. And then,
incredible. What do you got? Like wrapping around those? You just gonna tape them?
Yeah, because I know they're gonna get dust.
They're gonna get dusty.
I could make a video about that, and I probably could actually get a lot of views on it because I take for school supplies, the sleeves, I cut off the white part and then I seal it with that. And then I just tape the back. It's better to use clear tape. It looks better, but in that way it morphs to the shape of the VHS and it protects it. Like that's, I usually, when I get a VHS, I'll clean it with some wipes, clean it real good. And then I'll seal it up if it's like a real rare one, And then we got I believe it's a second release from Spain for Halloween 2.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I remember this is my old copy. I bought it back from the person that had it. I actually have 2 of these. This is the VHS. The other one's the beta. The beta's kind of put away, but it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is on the side it says beta, basically.
But let's see the back of that one.
The back of this is real cool too.
Oh man!
Try to get the glare off of here.
There's a sandwich woman.
Yeah, I like that's one of my favorite scenes. Like when they zoom in on them in the background, I always like that. And then this one's a little fade, but this is the Norwegian second release for Halloween 2. This is my old copy with this too. And again, this should be like 89. No, this one says 88, which is kind of weird. Yeah, you would think Halloween 1 would be earlier. But yeah.
That's beautiful.
And then this is the German. This is actually I take it back. I think this might have been the first German release, but it's not rare like that first one I had shown earlier. Like you can get this for maybe it's about a $50 or $60 tape probably.
As Tramer again. Yeah, I like it when they use different base color. Like I said, blue on that one.
Yeah, and then this one is another German one. It's by that
German
other
one.
company I showed earlier, and it's a later release. It's the VMP. This one again is it's like 50 or 60, but it's cool. It's got the nurse on the back with the pumpkin.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this one here is, I think it's like the one I showed you from Spain. This is kind of like a later release, or it's like one you could buy in the store, whereas the first one I showed is like the better quality, like X rental.
Ah.
And this one's not as rare. That other one's actually decently rare. And then moving down here, this is the finish first release. Whoops. It's pretty cool. Also, Video Express.
Oh, look at that. That looks so 80s.
Yeah.
Video Express. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And then right here, this is not rare at all, but it's a cool one. It's the Italian image for Halloween 2.
Man.
Yeah, the poster on that looks the same.
All right. Yeah, it was the same on the back and front. Very cool. Man, I've never seen these before.
And then this is the French, like the French poster. This is the
Yeah.
French first release.
That's cool. I've seen that before.
Yeah,
on the internet anyway.
This one's not as rare. I think it's kind of cool. It's got that pumpkin on the back there. I kind of got an order from top as more of like my favorites and rare, and then kind of the bottom, And there's in the back. There's a Halloween 2 laser disc.
There you go.
This right here is the cover is the first release from America. I have it sealed up, but the sticker on it says 1986. I've never seen another one that said 1986 other than this one. So that's a pretty cool one. And then the back for the American one.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
You have some VHS in your collection too, right?
Halloween, not a whole lot. Mostly Laserdisc is where
Laserdisc. Laserdisc your main priority.
Yeah, that was my main thing, man.
And this is the second release for the USA.
Man, that's a bulletproof case if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it came with the VHS when I bought it, so I just left it on there.
It looks good. And
then we got the third cover release for the USA.
Was that 94 or something?
I think it's 1990. I think
1990.
Yep, 1990. And none of the USA ones are super hard to find, but the stereo one's a little more expensive. But we'll move along to the Halloween 3, and I feel like you did a video kind of recently, and it showed some of these, but now you get to see them close up and see what they really look like in person.
Oh man, here we go. Let's take our time with these. Yeah. Okay. Look at
that. This one's my absolute favorite. Just the white border and the blue clamshell, the thorn MEI. This one's my favorite. This is the finished first release. It's a big box. This is, even in Finland, this is really hard to find. Maybe like 3 or 4 of these I've ever heard about being available. Yeah, this. It's got a cool
back. Look at that.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. And then this is the finish. Like, I don't know if it's considered a second release or just a small box release of the same, the same thing. It's cool. I think this might have been the one that you showed on your video, this version of it.
Right.
But also, it's very cool. The back's different on this one, though.
And no pictures, yeah.
No, yeah. And then I've never seen another copy. This one's trimmed a little bit, but it's something I used to have and I bought it back. It's the Swedish first release.
Right.
I've never seen another one available ever. So.
Yeah, look at that one.
And then on the back, it's pretty cool, black and white with Tom Atkins and Stacey.
Oh, it's the nurse.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's incredible, the photos they used on some of these overseas.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a second release to part 3. It's cool also. I don't have that one, but it's not as rare as that. I mean, like I said, I've never seen another one.
Right. Let's talk about this one right here. Yeah.
The Turkish one?
This is something else right here, man. People are going to go nuts over this one.
Yeah, I was real excited back in the day when I first got this one. I know back in the day, I kind of was the first one that discovered this one. There's been, a few of them like available. Like, I mean, from eBay time to time, they still pop up. I think on eBay, they list them about $150 when they do pop up probably. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The back of that's real cool too.
Good God. Incredible.
And then
that's cool.
This is the Korean Halloween 3. That's a really cool one too.
Yeah. Look at that. All little text on there. The red. Look at that. Oh, that's cool.
And it's almost like a scroll's being ripped and they're coming through or something on the back.
I know. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is like ripping. I see it now. That is something else.
Yeah, and then moving down here,
I'll be
I'll
damned.
try to bring this stuff into the light a little bit.
There you
It's
go.
a Japanese release, the first release from Japan for Halloween 3.
There you go.
You see these pop up on eBay here and there, but this one is in really good condition. Normally when you see them pop up on eBay, they're a bit faded at the front. But something about Japanese VHS, even if they're real good condition, the spine's always a bit faded. Just that's how they were stored in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, is that look? What's that above Tom Atkins right there? Is that one of them minion guys? One of them robot guys? Is
Yeah,
that
yep,
what that is?
yep. That's exactly what it is. I think that's actually that might be Dick Warlock. No, maybe not. No, I think it's the one where he killed the guy inside the hospital. Is what
Yeah, it
looks
looks
like
like
to
he's
me.
about. It looks like he's about to grab his nose or whatever, his
Yeah,
eyes.
that's exactly what that is.
That's creepy. Look at that, man. I've never seen that image used before.
Yeah, it's not a common one.
Hell,
And
man.
This is from Italy.
Domo video.
Yeah, it's not a real rare one, but it's really like a cool imagery. It's like a big picture blown up of it. It's got some cool images on the back here.
Oh yeah, you got the car blowing up on that one.
Yeah.
Do all these have about the same runtime? Do you know if maybe any of these might have a little bit of extra?
They might. I mean, a lot of these are PAL videos. PAL's the
right.
format they had overseas, and I don't have a
PAL
player, but I think I did watch this Korean Halloween 3 when I first got it, and it was pretty much the same thing. For the
that's
time.
my Laserdisc version right there, ain't it?
No, this one's actually Australian.
Oh, the one right here.
But it's similar. It's the same. This is the one on the left's the Japanese. That's
okay.
And the Australian one is just it's blown up more and you can see more detail. It's like there's more that you can see. But I mean, a lot of countries use this image overseas, and they just kind of change the text and stuff like that. But I think the original country that had this imagery was either the UK or Australia, probably.
Okay.
And the back, a lot of them have the same back that we were just looking at too, just like different text and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I like that image a lot.
And then this one's not, you can get this fairly cheap, but it's a really cool one. It's the German first release for Halloween 3. And if you look up, I actually have the video poster for it up here.
Now you know what's catching my eye on this?
What's that?
Canon film.
Yeah, Canon.
Tell me about that.
I guess Canon had something to do with it, over in Germany. I mean, I don't have it anymore. I used to have the Halloween 5 South African release, and that was Canon.
That's something else.
Yeah, it's always cool when you see Canon. It's got a good design. And it was a big deal back in the 80s, Canon video. But and then this is not like a first release, but I'm pretty sure this is Portuguese. But it's like a real rare release, and I don't think I've ever seen another one. But it's like a newer release. It's not old like the ones I've been showing. Looks like it's 2000, so that's kind of getting towards the end of the VHS life on this one. But
that's
definitely
great.
This one's actually like the original beta's inside it, but the cover's like a reproduction. But I guess that if you owned the Halloween 3 the French Canadian beta, that's what it would have looked like.
I'll be damned. What's on the back of that one?
It just says version franchise.
Hell yeah. Man, those are so damn cool.
Give me 1 second. I'll try to pull these up a little bit. And then this is the best Halloween. It's not the rarest, but I'd say it's the best Halloween 4 cover you can get for VHS.
It's green.
Yeah, it's green. And then that imagery on the bottom's obvious is from Maniac Cop. It's not even from Halloween 4 or the dead girl on the bed.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say there's been about 5 or 8 of these available
in
about 20 years.
Smokes.
Yeah, this is for Halloween 4. This is kind of like that first Danish release of Halloween 1. This is like the one to have for Halloween 4, I would say.
I'm blown away. Good God. I ain't never seen that before. You don't find this stuff on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find. A lot of it's hard to find. I mean, that's why a lot of it I get from collectors.
This one's cool. I saw this one.
Yeah, this is kind of like the French. It's either like the first release or second release. It's by Zed. That's how you know it's the first one. There's like two or three that's got like the same or similar imagery. But I used to have like a promo one that might have been the first release. I don't have it anymore. That's why I said I was kind of lacking with Halloween 4. But I don't. My Halloween 4 is not like a real big collection right now. And then now we're getting into Halloween 5. This
Oh
one's the
man.
Korean. Yeah, it's a real cool one. This is one I didn't own. It's not like it's not super rare, but it's one you got to have for the imagery. I would say like
Right.
the
Right.
house and everything.
Yeah, I like that.
The back's pretty cool too. It's still got the house. It's got
That's a great shot of Shanks on there.
yeah, it's a good one.
Damn.
And I actually have two of these. I probably would get rid of the other one.
What about the
If
this
somebody,
yellow one? Gold
yeah,
Video Max.
yeah, it's Mexican. The Halloween 5
Mexican.
Mexican. Yeah, yep. There's one I didn't have also.
Damn.
That image of Loomis, I don't think I've ever seen on another VHS. So
Whose hand is that?
I don't know. Maybe it's the director's. That's a weird one.
That ain't from the movie.
Yeah, it's behind the scenes, I think.
Oh, put it back in frame. There you go. I'm trying to get it. Yeah, look at that. Looks like he's got some kind of patch on his face. Like,
yeah, that's got to be like behind the scenes or something, like something never available. How it got on the VHS overseas, I don't know.
Look at a shot of Michael.
Yeah.
He's looking right at the camera.
Yeah. And then that's not really like a common one of Danielle either.
That is incredible. Gold Video Max.
Yeah, I have another one of those. I was probably thinking about getting just an extra, you know.
Yeah.
And then
incredible
Japanese Halloween 5. These are frequently on eBay, but it's a must-have, I would say, if you collect Halloween 5.
That's great.
And then the best spine.
Look at that! Look at that pumpkin! Yeah.
I think Halloween 4's got that too. The back of Halloween 4 is very similar.
Oh, that's a great backside. He's alive.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then this one I didn't have back when I had my big collection. I remember it existed. That's great. I think it's the Spanish first release on IVS video.
Yeah.
And then it's real interesting. It's got like a picture of the poster on the
poster art.
It's got a cool back too.
Yeah, it does. Let's see. Oh, look at him with them Grim Reaper shears, whatever the hell those things were called.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And then this is the French first release, where it's either like where I was telling you Halloween 4, there's like a promo version. This is like the promo version, but it's like for Halloween 5.
Oh man, look at that. Yeah. Whenever they choose different base colors, I'm all for it. Look at that picture.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare image. I've seen on some overseas lobby cars, but it's not something you see too often.
Holy crap.
And,
incredible.
We got this is I think it's the Dutch. I think it's the first release. It's Dutch Halloween 5.
So you see where it's I'm just curious, as a collector, you see where your corner is bent in like that? Do you just figure don't mess with it, leave it alone?
Bent, what do you mean?
Right besides Warner Home Video, is the corner of that bent in?
No, that's just the plastic bent. And actually on
the other side. On the other side.
Right here?
Yeah. The front piece of paper for the cover. Is the corner bent in?
No, it's just how it probably looks on camera. I mean, what I do is like I put the plastic, I kind of fold the tape down right there. But I mean, usually with these, like when I first get them, if the sleeves got dust, I just kind of clean them. But if something's like got a little bit of damage or something like that, if it's not really fixable, I'm just going to leave it alone, especially if it's like a rare release. The main thing is just kind of clean it up and get it, sealed up, because it's just going to protect it.
Right.
And then the last one I'm going to show is the German first release. It's not very uncommon at all. These are easy to get, but it's still like a real cool one to have.
I recognize that Die Rache. I must have shown that one.
Yeah, this one's like not like a very rare one or anything. And I'll just show a quick spine view. I don't know if you can see real. There's some more for part 3 to 6. I got some more down here.
Yeah.
and we could
If
do
the
that.
people are into it, we could do a part 2 for this.
Yeah, I'll just show the Halloween 6 I was talking about earlier, and that's it. This is my favorite one. Because that's actually my favorite scene in the whole movie when he puts her head on the spike coming out of the wall. Yeah. I think
are you a theatrical cut guy or a producer's cut guy?
I probably like the theatrical better, to be honest. I mean, but I'm sure there's some key things in the other version that you don't see that are pretty cool. And I'll just show like a quick view of my posters real quick too. It's the Mexican.
Are these like original video store ones or?
Yeah, they're original. Most of these are theater ones. This is the original theater. It's a lobby poster set. I think there's 5. I do have all 5. I mean, I don't know what was going on, but I did see it. I don't know if it was like a fake auction, but I saw like a bidding war on one of these. There's 5 different ones in the set because that's a different image, and this is actually the rarest one to have.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a different image in every one, and this one's really good condition. But there's a bidding war. I think it went for like 855, something ridiculous.
Damn.
So I don't know if that was like. I wouldn't say it's worth anywhere near that. I think it could have been a fluke. Maybe people just seen it. Oh, wow, I've never seen that, and they bid it up, or it could have been a fake auction. I really don't know, to be honest.
It's gorgeous. The hell is that?
It's a Halloween 2 video mobile, I guess, from Australia. They used to hang them in the store, the video stores in Australia when the Halloween 2 release came out on video, I guess.
Damn. And are those from the newspapers?
The newspapers, yeah, these are from the USA. That's a pretty cool one. But this one, it took me a long time to find this. The one with the cat, the black cat on the pumpkin.
What? The cat on the pumpkin?
Yeah, that was only available November 13th, 1981. So if you can find that newspaper, like from the LA Times or New York, any big newspaper with that date's going to have that in it. And that's a hard date to find.
And is that the only time they ever put a cat on top of it?
Yeah, just that one day. That was it.
How'd you find out about that?
I've seen an image of it online, and also another collector showed it back in the day. There used to be Halloween. It used to be called the Ultimate Halloween Message Board, and people will post their collection. Years ago, we're talking like 2005, 2004 is kind of the era. And they had posted that they had gotten it, and I just seen it. And it took me like 10 years to find it. Actually, it's not a very common ad to find. Yeah. And then this the same thing with the Mexican posters.
Look at that one. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite Halloween 2 poster image. I like the way the Halloween 2 is with the green. And each one, there's 9 of these. I don't have the whole set anymore. I used to. I think I have 5 of them right now. But each one's got a different image. And that one's signed by Dick Warlock on that one.
Damn, it looks like a Universal Monster movie poster.
Yeah, kind of. And this one's not in great shape, but that's the Elrod scene.
Holy crap!
Earlier, so.
This one went to hell and back.
Yeah, that one's a bit beat up, but it's
let me get a wide shot of that one.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a pirate map is what I was thinking, but I kind of
like it even more though.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to get it. It's just a good one to throw on display.
It's beautiful. I've never seen it before.
This one's in real good shape. It's got Lori by the fountain, but sorry about the glare.
No, I get it. Yeah.
And there's 2 versions of these. One's with a border and one with not. There's another real cool one. Let me try to get that glare out of there. There we go. I think this will be better. There you go. You can see it better.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's Finnish. That's from Finland. So pretty happy with that one. I got 2 of those. One with the border and one without. And there's a Subway poster of it apparently, but I don't own that one. And I'll just show you over here. It's not all Halloween, but I gotta try to get rid of the glare. I think when I go this way, it's a little bit better. Maybe not on that. It's a piranha type.
Piranha? God damn.
And then
incredible.
I've only seen 2 of these available ever. It's an alligator Mexican poster. So
great movie.
Yeah, it's great. And real quick before we end it, I'll just show I did buy Daniel's dress from Halloween 5.
Oh yeah.
2008. I got it ready. So there it is.
Holy shit.
But I've had it since 2008. I bought it directly from her.
This is what she wore in Halloween 5.
Yep, there was. I think she said there was two of them. One was, the real beat up one, where it's all bloody. She said that was thrown out. So this is the one, you know, it's kind of the cheesy scene, the Bapada song or whatever, where they open up the box. But this is the dress in that scene, and she said it was the one where she's heading towards the Tower Farms.
You gotta be kidding me.
So,
Holy
yep.
crap. That is nuts.
Yeah, I've held on to it for a pretty long time.
Man, oh man. I don't know what to say. I'll be damned.
It's the only one there is, according to her. So,
man, you got some great stuff.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me on here. I got to show my collection. Like you said, if you want to do a part 2, I'd be happy to do a part 2.
Hell yeah, Mike. I mean, this was great, man. I mean, for somebody that got back into Halloween VHS collecting, I mean, you certainly, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, I kind of had a head start. I knew where to look for everything because I'd already done it once. So.
Yeah. So, Mike, if people wanted to try to find you on social media, are you on much at all, or?
I mean, I do have a YouTube channel. That's about it. I don't really.
What's the name? I'll link it, but tell me the name of the channel.
It's Halloween Night, 1986.
Halloween Night, 1986. Now, are you doing videos on this kind of stuff?
Yeah, usually around I mean, I think I did one like a week or so ago, but I don't do it too often.
Well, we're about to get you some viewers.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think they're going to want to see this stuff, man. Incredible. Incredible, Mike. Yeah, so real quick to wrap it up, that VHS right there, that's your favorite one you got?
For Halloween 1, I mean, it's kind of in order. For Halloween 1, that's my favorite probably. Then Halloween 2 is that one. And Halloween 3 is it's kind of blocked off now, but that one I was showing you from Finland.
Right, they're beautiful.
Yeah, for the first 3 movies, those are my favorite ones in my collection.
Those little pumpkins you got on your TV, next to your TV, are those Trick or Treat Studios little pumpkins?
Yeah, that is a Trick or Treat Studios one right there for Halloween 2.
There you go. And I thought I saw a silver shamrock mask on your couch.
Yeah, it's a Trick or Treat Studios. I thought the detail on that for the price was really good. I thought out of the 3 that I saw at the store, I thought that one, I liked that the best, honestly.
You went to Party City and got one or something?
It's like one of those mega Halloween stores or something like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was really, it's not something I would use but I thought this Halloween 2 wallet was really cool too. Where they had those at, I think they had them at Spencer Gifts.
Oh, hell yeah, I'd get that just to display it too.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one.
Oh, man, Mike, you're something else, man. This is great. Well, we're going to link your YouTube channel down below. Do you have an Instagram or anything?
No, I don't.
You need to get an Instagram, man.
Yeah, I probably should.
Make an Instagram account up. We're going to send you to the moon, brother.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Yeah, Mike, I just want to say again, dude, thank you. And I'm glad, thank you for giving me your time to share with my audience your collection. I know that they're going to love this. It's just, nobody has this stuff. It's hard to find people that have this stuff.
I think it's more like a lot. You just don't know what's out there. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just so much out there. There's so much that's probably undiscovered that I don't even know about, honestly. Because you got to think, back, especially overseas, once they were, the new thing came out, DVDs or whatever came out next, they probably just threw them all out, and that was the end of it, Now,
are you into the 4Ks of Halloweens and all that, or do you?
I prefer vintage, but I could be. I mean, I was looking for that newer Halloween 2 that came out. I just didn't see it, in the store. I think I went to, what's that vintage store that they brought back? Trying to think what it's called.
Sam Goody, FYE.
Yeah, FYE. Because I was looking in there and they didn't have it, but that's the store that would have had it. That new Halloween 2 set that came out. Was it Scream Factory? Is that what it was?
Yeah. So you're not much of an Amazon user or anything?
A little bit. I use Amazon a little bit here and there.
You can get it on there easily, like $26.
26?
Okay. Like 26, 2-day shipping.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. But Yeah, I was looking. Those seem like they were pretty. I think you did some reviews on those, right?
I tell you what, brother, they look good.
Yeah, I'd like to.
You
And
can see
that
you can see the paint chips at night on the
really,
house.
really.
Oh man, I mean it's completely uncompressed. It looks really good.
Yeah, I have to check those out, man. Those sound really good. Trying to think. Trying to think for newer stuff. What I've seen. Uh, I've collected the Halloween. I used to collect like the Halloween DVDs a little bit back when people were kind of into those. You have DVDs in your collection too?
Yeah, I got like the 25th anniversary Max, 25 Years of Terror DVD.
Yeah, I think I used to have the 25 Years of Terror. That I thought that was pretty neat when it came out. It's got some cool
Yeah,
footage on it and stuff like that. Some
I,
extra scenes.
I interviewed the guy who did the documentary on my channel a month ago.
Oh, I
Jonathan Anthony Massey. He was awesome.
I used to talk to him too a long time ago.
Yeah, man. He saw I did a video talking about 25 Years of Terror like all these years later, and he saw the video and he goes, "Hey, if you want me to come on, ask me anything you want." And like, we talked all about the making of that and how crazy it was. And it was really cool.
Yeah, he was kind of the ultimate Halloween message board. He was one of the main guys back then in
Yeah.
the early 2000s. I don't I could be mistaken. He probably had something to do with that site, but I think he used to have his own website before
It
that one, and I
yeah.
think it was called the Myers Museum.
I think his phone got died, guys, but I'm gonna link Mike's YouTube channel in the pinned comment. Thank you, Mike, for giving us your time and showing us your incredible collection. That was remarkable. Amazing. Amazing collection, man. Stuff I've never seen before. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is your good old pal CHH. Hell of a collection. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.